Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and welcome to 333 Magic 9, where the tarot cards and the astrology stars come together to help you. September's an exciting month. We go back to work, back to school, back to our routines, and here's the energy that will be affecting you. The tarot cards that will be used this month correspond with the astrology. They are the Two of Swords, which represents confusion and lack of vision. The Five of Cups, which represents loss and depression. The Moon, which represents emotions and the psychic. And the Seven of Wands, which represents holding one's own. Pisces, the tarot card for the first week of the month is the Two of Swords. It shows a blindfolded woman holding two swords, and they're sort of going in opposite directions. And between them you can see the moon is floating in the sky. This suggests that there may be some confusion in the air, and it's due to a lack of clarity. She can't see. So it's important to take a moment to look clearly at your present situation to gain an understanding so that you can restore your balance. Then you can move ahead. Now, as we look down into the astrology for the beginning of the month, it begins with Mars in Virgo in the 7th house of relationships in opposition to Neptune in the 1st house of personal expression. So you have to think carefully before you speak, especially with personal, sensitive types of issues. Don't trust people you don't know. Now, Mercury trine Saturn on the 4th connects your 8th house of intuition and your 10th and your 12th house of spirituality. So this can help clarify your mind so you know what you need to do to get ahead. And then the week will end on a square between Venus in the 8th house squared to Pluto in the 11th. This occurs on the 5th, and this warns you not to be overly friendly with new associates or new friends. Give them a little time so that you understand them or know them better before you open up to them. As we move to the second week, the tarot card is the Five of Cups. Now, as you look at this, it shows a despondent man who is not seeing the future. All he's thinking about is what he has lost, these 3 empty cups, but he's still not even seeing the 2 that are left over. So there may be something that you sense deep inside of yourself on an emotional level that's troubling you. You may be feeling a loss or a personal disappointment. So this may be a good time to let go of the past and look in a new direction. And look in the card here, there's a bridge to the future. And awaiting up here on the hill, there's a castle. So perhaps the future will be better. Now, as we look into the astrology for the second week, it begins with Venus entering Scorpio in your 9th house on the 10th. Now that asks you to focus on your ambitions and your future goals. You can be highly intuitive, so listen to your deeper feelings, but don't push beyond your boundaries. That's a power warning. Now, the reason for that, there is a T-square forming between the moon, squared Neptune, and squared the sun. And this will happen on the 13th and 14th, and it may bring confusion that can affect your partnership, the way you express yourself, and your status. So you need to find some quiet time so you can clarify any emotional issues that could be affecting your career performance or your goals. So be a little careful on that. The tarot card for the third week of the month is the moon, and it shows the moon shining up in the sky, and there's a dog and a wolf, and of course they're sort of howling at the moon, and there's a crayfish coming out of the water. And this suggests there's a lot of psychic and emotional energy around you that's affecting you on a subconscious level, the water. You need to deepen yourself and listen to the messages that are coming to you. It may be giving you good insights to your future. And as we look down here in the astrology for the third week, it is sort of disrupted in the beginning by a Venus Saturn square. It challenges you to be careful with intimate information, especially with new people. You may find yourself being judged by harsh critics instead of friendly forces. So do be a little bit careful. Now, the full moon, the moon is moving down here in opposition to the sun, and this will be on the 20th, suggests that you monitor your emotions to recharge your spiritual batteries, and your sense of compassion can help you. The Mercury-Pluto Square, you can see it right here, happens on the 22nd. Now this can be helpful because it could expose some information that can help you when dealing with new associates. But remember, always keep your secrets secret, especially with people you do not know. And as we move into the fourth week, the tarot card is the Seven of Wands. What a way to end the month. This card shows a man, and he is holding himself against opposing forces. So he is holding the high ground, and there's a lot of energy around him, suggesting there's a lot of energy around you. Some is combative, some is disruptive, and some may be just simple competition. You can hold your own against the forces around you, but you need to maintain your sense of truth, justice, and humility, and that is the high ground. Now, as we look to the astrology for the fourth week, it features Venus up in the ninth house of understanding in opposition to Uranus, which is in the third house of mind. So you're going to have to be careful about mixing your ideas against the beliefs of others, because they just might not match. And particularly when it comes to ideas surrounding sensuality or sexuality, which may present some awkward moments, so don't get trapped up in that. Now, you will be helped here by a Mars trine to Saturn, and this can help heal any misjudgments on your part. But you do still have to be a little bit aware, because Mercury will go retrograde on the 27th, and that is in your 8th house of shared energy and intimacy. And then a very powerful square between Venus and Jupiter occurs on the 30th, and you're going to have some real common sense here with new ideas and spirituality, because there's a lot of overindulgence in the air. Both of these energies like to enjoy themselves, so have a good time, but be careful. Hi, I'm Reverend Tom Kearns, and this is my story. If you are a spiritual seeker, it may help you on your journey. I believe your spiritual development is as important as your religion. If you look at Christianity, it focuses on the life of Jesus. But Jesus was never a Christian. He was Jewish. If this thought intrigues you, you'll enjoy my new book, Light from Water, Freeing Jesus. It's available on Amazon.com and through fine bookstores. And it may help you on your spiritual journey. I'd like to thank you for watching and thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe because these videos are free, and hit the little bell for notifications. And for a special offer, visit my website, internetpsychicreadings.com. I hope you will like this video and also press the little bell for notifications when my new videos come out.